Rabbit and squirrel season are coming out in a few different states, and I thought I'd show you a perfect small caliber rifle, little 22, that'd be good for it if you prefer not to use a shotgun. That is a Marlin Model 60. Pretty nice little 22, I love it. But that's not the main point of this video. The main point is to tell you the differences between this and a Ruger 1022, or why I prefer a Marlin. I want to show you the main reason I prefer Marlin over the 1022. I have shot both, I just don't own a 1022. I love Ruger, don't get me wrong. That's just one gun I am disappointed in overall for base models. And it's that little thing right there, trigger. This isn't loaded. The trigger on a 1022 is outrageous. It's horrendous, honestly. You can't do anything with it. The trigger pull takes forever. It's ridiculously long. The trigger on a Marlin Model 60 is just better out of the box. Now, with Ruger, you do have the rotary magazine, the 10 round, and that is nice to have, I'll admit. You have the circular tubular magazine on the bottom here. Rotator magazine holds 10 shots. I think this one holds somewhere around 14, maybe 16, somewhere around there. I mean, both of them have a pretty decent ammo capacity. I will say this, if you do hunt on private land, you can't have a gun that uses more than 10 shots in the state of Alabama, but if you hunt on public land, you can only have 10 shots. I don't think they're going to get onto you too much if you use this, because I mean, it's a small caliber rifle. It's not like you're using a 223 AR-15 or anything like that. But I prefer this overall. Build quality, great. It's got the micro groove technology in it, made by Marlin, so extremely accurate, especially if you have a scope on it. That's great. Iron sights are great too. Of course, it's not going to have much kick. It's a 22. Taking it apart, that's probably going to have to go to the Ruger. Both of them, these basic models, I think you do have to do a little bit more than your average rifle for taking it apart. Because this one, it does take a while to get to the barrel. I've never completely disassembled it because I've never wanted to really take the scope off, but I have kept it up in maintenance. I don't shoot it very often at all. So that's one thing. And I use copper plated. I don't like to use a whole lot of lead plated ammo. Now, if you're going to modify your 22 a lot, I would say go for the Ruger. You can modify them all you want. I mean, they're one of the most modifiable guns of the world, right behind an AR-15 or an AK-47, anything like that. But out of the box, the Marlin Model 60 is better. Or that's my opinion. You may have a different opinion, but you click this video, so you get to listen to mine. Haha. I've never had any fails or anything like that. This is my second Marlin Model 60. This is the second generation. As you can tell by the golden trigger or the lock back. This actually has two lock backs. It'll lock all the way back. It's a little hard to do. But it also has this lock back. Press this little thing right here. Lets the bolt slide forward. I don't know if the Ruger 1022s have that. I've only shot them a few times, but that's one thing I do like this. The first generation, it's either all the way up or it's all the way locked back. There's nothing in between. Trigger on is decent, but one thing I will say, as soon as it gets old, the spring that pushes the bolt back up, it doesn't work. Granted, it's a 40-year-old rifle. You can shoot one shot at a time with it. It just doesn't work in semi-auto, or it only do like 2-shot bursts. And I've had major problems with that. But I mean, it was, I don't know how much money back then. It was my papa's gun. He hasn't used it in forever. But I would always have FTF, anything like that in the first generation. Second generation, however, shoots anything you want it to nearly. I never had a fail with it. Dead on accurate. I mean, you could probably hit 200 yards if you really wanted to. With not ease, but if you're a good marksman, I don't think it would be horrible issues. The scope I have on it, I don't exactly remember the manufacturer. It's 3x9. Don't remember the light that lets it in. Forgot what the name it is. That it's just not coming to my head in a moment, but it's a good scope. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Simmons. It's an older scope, but I like it. This gun was made in the Connecticut factory. I think if you bought the newer ones, the Remington models, it'll still be decent. I see prices on this range from $150 to about $170, depending on where you get it. 22 long rifle only, of course. But if you're looking for a small shoot-around gun for the farm, squirrel hunting, anything of that nature, I would really suggest the Marlin Model 60 over the 1022, unless you're planning on modifying the trigger, of course, or if you prefer a rotary magazine. It's all up to you. But like I said, both are great manufacturers. I was a little disappointed with the build quality after Remington bought Marlin out, but it's still pretty decent. Stock is nice, finished, smooth, not a problem. Just a great little gun, easy to shoot. Well, if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more. I really appreciate it. I may do a few more videos on this, some hunting videos, some target videos, things like that. But great gun overall. Thanks for watching.